Come on, dance on into the stage. All right, shall we start with a little bit of Swan? Welcome to Pilates. We're going to be belly down to start, and we're going to ease into some Swan work. So get ready. You're going to feel like your abdominals pull away from the floor, and your inhale can lift you up, and your hands can assist you. So at this point, let's just find a place that feels fabulous. Hold that. 10, 2, 3. Hi, welcome. Welcome, happy Monday. And we're easing into the back. You might be able to go higher. I just went a little higher to demo. All right, let's lower this down again, and we're going to do it again. Welcome, hello everybody. Here we go. We're lifting our abs. We're going to come up at beginning with our back, and then let your hands assist you. And hold. 10. Now we're adding that breath to the upper back. 3, 4, 7. Here we go. Lower yourself down. Now we've got another one to go. We're doing 3 of these. Get ready. Lift up. Your abs pull in. Your spine starts peeling off the mat. Your hands assist you. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's take a child's pose for a moment. Take a child's pose and take a sip if you'd like. Good morning. We're going to touch base with a forearm plank next. So after you grab your sip and after you take a rest of child's pose, come into a forearm plank. And hold. Both elbows are down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to take a sideways forearm plank. Now you're welcome to do this on your hand if you want. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good morning. Someone just woke up. All right, take 10 on the other side. Elbow down. I'm going to double up my mat here. So if you have any sensitivity in your bone, do that as well. Here we go. 1. And imagine your back's against a wall. So we're always practicing our posture cues. 3. Everybody's hip looks adequately lifted. 4. Yeah, good, Betty. 5. Then you don't have to worry about being distracted on your bone sensation. You can really give it your focus. 9, 10. All right, really good. Now the next one is a reverse plank. So I'm going to show you a couple ways you can do this. One is just reverse table it like this. You could put your forearms on a prop like your arc. You can do this on the floor, or you can do long legs. So choose yours. 10, 2, here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift the hips. 9, and then lower. Nice. We're going to take a little forearm stretch here. So hand down. Well, hello. Hand down. Pull the fingers down, and then try the other. Hand down, shoulders down. Good. And then just for a moment, both hands like prayer, and then they separate. You have got it. All right, back to a little bit of our posture work. If you need, grab a sip. We are going to do posture and shoulder health. So this is about mobility and strength. So as first, just take your arms in a biggest circle as you can tolerate, no pain. Make it a circle and then lift up your back at the same time. To add on, flutter your thighs vertically to activate the hamstrings and the glutes. And then recover for a moment. Now this time the hands go low, like letter I. Now the palms are facing the floor. Lift up your back, lift up your arms, lift up your toes, lift up your knees, and hold. 10, 2, just breathing. And recover. Now this time you can make your arms like the letter T. Lift up your torso, lift up your arms, lift up your toes and knees, and hold. Breathe. 10. And lower. Now on this one, if you would like, your arms can be like the letter Y, and we're holding even though we do move with these. So go up, your toes, your knees, your arms. Now breathe. 10. And recover. I'm going to offer a toe under pose. That way the foot or feet can get a little stretch. You guys stay there. Let me wipe off the camera. Looks like there might be some smudge on the camera. See if that's any better. It looks a little better. Hopefully you can, I hope you can see better. And then come to a forearm plank when you're ready. We're going to do a little hip lifting here. So at first, you're in a plank, and then I want you to lift your hips up and stretch through your heels, calves. And then shift back to a forearm plank. Lift up. And shift. And lift up. And shift. Good. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let the hips rest. You're in a Sphinx. If you'd like to add on, push yourself higher. Good, I hope you're getting warmer. Little things make me happy. It's the little things. Okay, now this one, I like these. So when you're down on these, belly down, your hands are kind of like, or your arms are like triangles. Lift up your right leg and lift up your torso higher on the left. Now lower everything. Lift up your left leg and you're extending your spine and you're rotating. So the right shoulder's higher. Right leg, left leg, right leg, left arm, right shoulder, left leg. So you're extending and rotating. Keep going. I got to move that wire on my mic. And ease higher if you can. Ease into a higher range of motion if you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to windshield wipe or a child pose, just something that lets you recover. We're going to do swimming, similar, but there's not a rotation. So swimming, arms like a Y. A modification would be arms lower like a T. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg. Now you guys know where I'm going. You can keep going harder, meaning more challenge with all the limbs off. And then even a little faster, you can do inhale, inhale through your nose. Exhale, exhale through your nose. And a child pose. Now in this child's pose, let's walk our hands over to the right so that your left side gets a big stretch. Left pinky to left tip should be stretching. Open up like a clamshell. Close it. Walk to the other. Open like a clamshell. I love it. Walk back and then just pat yourself on the back so you get a little extra tricep stretch. And then come on up, grab a sip. Nice job, guys. I'm going to do a little bit of the lie down abs. So if you would like to, make sure there's enough room behind you, but if you'd like to slowly roll down, you can. If you need to go back down quicker, please do. So at first, just to wake up the back, do 10 bridges where you articulate your spine. This also is good just because it's very important, you're as young as your spine, to have a mobile, healthy, strong back. All right, a couple more. Ensure your hips are even, and then just hold it up here for 10. Let's add on a little arm overhead so that you get a little chest opening. Try to relax the arms to the mat here. 5. And then lower. Now we're going to take the legs up and your hands to your hips. I'm going to have a little knee bend for the hamstrings to have slack. Slightly, this is called a partner drill, slightly go down to the left, or if you want to go all the way down heels to the floor, you can. Come back up to your starting position and heels to the right. Another way you could do this is pretend I'm on the other side of you and we're having to alternate our legs and not hit each other. Another way you could pretend is put the roller down and you have to hit the left side of the roller, and then you have to hit the right side of the roller. So 4 more. Feel your ribs pull down. 3, 2, 1. All right, so let's take the hands in between the knees till you can reach your feet or your ankles. Knees wide. 5. Good. Hands beside you. Lift up. Draw the legs as a unit in a circle. Corkscrew 1. Corkscrew 2. 3. Ribs down. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Hug. Nice. Legs up, hands beside your hips. Now you're going to shift. I want you to keep your hips down at first. And I'm shifting, this is called tick-tock, right and left. Now keep your hips down. And when you keep your pelvis down, it'll look like one leg gets longer than the other. It'll look like your inside leg slides down the outside leg. You're keeping your pelvis down. So it looks like one leg gets longer and one leg gets longer. Really keep, and so you're going as far right as you can and as far left as you can. Hips down. If you put your hand on your belly, you should feel your abs. 4, yeah. 3, tick-tock 2, tick-tock 1. All right, happy baby. So bring your hands to your feet or your ankles, whatever you can reach, and pull your knees down. Let's add a rock. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Let your feet on the ground, curl your spine up to open up the hips we just worked, interlace your fingers, rock the shoulders underneath, and hold. So you're opening up the hips after we did all that hip flexion. 5, 4, 3, 2, release your hands, come on out. And I'm gonna pop the hands underneath the thighs and come up. I should say pop up. Now, grab a sip. We'll touch those abs in planks. So on this side plank, you can put your elbow beside your head like a triangle. You can stack your feet to make it harder or stagger to make it easier. Go inhale and exhale. We're doing 10 total. And lower. All right, here we go. Forearm down I'm using a prop, a softer blanket or so, a towel. Hand up. I like to fold the knuckles so my wrist stays neutral. It's a little easier to keep my wrist neutral that way. Nice job. Come back. Let's sneak in one posture stretch. One, and lift. So elbows soften. I deliberately bent them a little. Lift up through your heart. 5, 4, 3, 2. And then 1. Bring it back. Nice. Now, if you have a foam roller, grab a sip. If you have a foam roller handy, we're going to do a little inchworm on the foam roller. If not, I'll show you how to do it without the foam roller. What I like about this, though, is that foam roller also rolls out your muscles. So if you internally rotate your legs, you're going to get a shin roll up. So if you've done anything hard with your legs, it's going to be nice on them. Elbows down, put the foam roller kind of closer to your knee here. Knees internally rotate, meaning toes towards each other. Bend the knees under and then extend. If you do not have a foam roller, but it looks like everybody does, you could just alternate right knee in, left knee in. Six, 7. Feel those shins getting a good roll. 8, 9, 10. All right, take a breather. Child pose. Now we're going to take the knees to the left and then to the right, so oblique inchworm. So forearms, have the roller closer to your knees on your shins. Pull your knees left. Go straight, plank. Pull your knees right. Pull your knees left. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then take a breather. Nice. This one's going to be a shift forward and back. Sometimes in Pilates on the reformer, it's called long stretch. So get long on your foam roller, and you're going to have the roller closer to your ankles this time. Shift forward, shift back. Now your knees are long on this one, Betty. Yeah, 2. And you notice I'm slowing it down on purpose. You might feel more abs. 5, 6, make sure the pubic bone's pulling under a little bit on that. 7, so you don't get lordotic. 8, long knees, long knees. Now your whole body will shift forward. There you go. And then, woo! Did you see how quickly you pulled in to get a child's pose? That was good. Hold. Nice job. This one's going to be a wheel. So because it's a little harder, grab a sip. This one's going to be a wheel. Grab a sip. You're going to be lifting up your hips, then bending the knees and straightening them out like a big circle. So you're going to go long, lift your hips, knees long, bend your knees, and then straighten. Lift your hips, bend the knees, straighten. Lift, bend, straighten. Lift, bend, straighten, lift. Okay, the other way, bend your knees in, lift your hips and push away. Bend your knees in, lift your hips, push away. Bend, 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 and recover. Child pose. Nice job. All right, let's do something nice. Not that those aren't nice, but let's do a stretch rotation. Kind of let this be a chance to release your tension. Left leg long, right knee over, right arm out. So you can imagine every time you exhale where some tension gets out of your body. So I just felt some release from my hips, my back, shoulders, hands, eyes. So you're melting. All right, take an inhale. And then let's realign. Go to the other side. Make sure my mic's out of the way. Go to the other side. Knee down twist. Hand helps. Left arm out. Gaze to that left. Feel your tension melting away. And then come on back when you're ready, hand to each knee and just stir the pot a little bit. Nice. And we'll stay on this side. Grab a sip if you want. We'll do some double side leg lifts to change up the plane, kind of like a side plank does, frontal plane. And we'll take 20 of these. Now, you want to feel like your whole center is active. 4, lifting up. 5, can you see past that roller? 6, 7, 8, good. Try 10 more. Feel your waist. Even the front should feel like it's pulling in. Even the bottom right here, the oblique window. 5 more. You can choose to roll over, or you can come up 3 times. And let's go to the other side. Arm under, it's a pillow. It's a way to keep your neck neutral. Obliques. And if you would like, you can do 3 Navasana or banana boats, teasers. Capture the last one, kind of settle your cues, shoulder blade down the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, have a seat. Good. Lateral flexion is another posture stretch. Now either one hand can go to your knee or you can let your hand go to the floor. 10. And go up. You can take your hand to the floor or you can let your hand go to your knee. 10. I like to even stretch the fingers and add rotation. Good. We're going to sneak in either a happy baby or a malasana, and then we're going to go to a little bit more plank. So grab a stretch, I'm adding on the hands too. It's like a prayer pose, but you can do happy baby if you need to. Neck soft. Oh, that feels good. All right, grab a sip. We're going to do some side planks. Now, on the side planks, you might need a prop, and if you want another little element of challenge, you can put the foam roller underneath your feet. If you don't want that and you want to just stay real stable, don't do that. Okay. So I'm going to have a prop under my elbow for bone. Go up and over like you're painting a rainbow, painting a sky, catching a cloud, painting the ceiling. Good. Make your shoulder feel safe. Yeah. Lift your hip, lower, lift, lower. All right, let's do the other side. Good job. We want core strength in all planes. That's why we change it up. Don't just do supine abs, we change the plane. So go up, so highly adaptable to all of life's challenges. Balanced in our musculature, not just front body, mirror muscle dominant. 5, 6, good. 7, feel yourself hip lift. 8, 9, 10. Really good. All right, and again, if you can do a reverse plank that's safe for you or reverse table, do it. I'm going to offer that the roller could be used. So here's one, reverse tables one, hands are one. Just find yours. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, look, just coming out. Let me give you a little hand release here. Circle. So it's like you're holding hands with yourself and you circle. And then grab a sip. We're going to use this foam roller for our swan. So it's a level up. So you did swans. You can always do them on the floor. But it's a level up. So pretty wide is where I like to do it so that I am just kind of out of my upper trapezius. Your pinky side of your hand presses down. Go up and lower. And inhale, so notice you're higher than what you were. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try to go a millimeter higher. 9. Hold it up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now go down. We're going to do 2 more holds. So go up, hold high. 10. Yep. Look at that upper back. Fabulous, girls. One more time. And up. Here we go. Yeah. Higher, higher, higher. And then relax for a moment. Now, if you need a child's pose, if you need to windshield wipe, do it. We are going to be preparing for a little bit more chest and quad opening. So the very first one is just to see if you can interlace your fingers at the lumbar spine. But if that doesn't work, just go up, hands beside your hips. So go up 10. And lower. Now, if you want, bend one knee and hold on to that foot or ankle, or the other one as well, or one of each. So find your pose, but here we go. Recover, either do that again or take your other foot. Here we go. Up. And then a child pose. I'm going to do a toe under again. Can't get enough foot stretch. 5. Come back down. And this is for the shoulders in particular, that part that prevents us from getting rounded. So hands like an eye, come up, lift up your toes as well, your torso. Now your arms are going to lift higher than your back 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. 7, 8. Now out to after 12, go like a T. You might lift your head up a little bit, Michelle, just the tiniest bit. Yep, there you go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now your arms go like a Y. Here we go, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Come back. Nice. Pat yourself on the back. And then do a little cat-cow. So I did a different number, and I'll do different things like that on purpose for the neural grooving of the brain. Inhale and exhale. Now flexion, extension. And a modification would be put your forearms on a arc or a Pilates reformer or something else. Curl your toes if you would like and do the beast, flexion, extension. Do either the hands, the knees up, or do down dog, up dog, flexion, extension. Keep going, I just gotta pull this shirt tight so you can see what my spine's doing. Flexion. One more of whatever you're doing. Nice. All right. Child's pose. Good job. I'm going to do a little full swans after we do some hamstrings. One thing about hamstrings and glutes especially, is it can help prevent low back pain. So there's a phenomenon called gluteal amnesia when we sit too long. Sitting is the new smoking, right? So even something like this can help you with preventing back pain. So let your arm be your pillow. Lift up one leg all by itself. Lift up the other leg all by itself. Now when you do this, can you keep your pelvis stable, your ribs and your pelvis stable, lumbopelvic stability, pivot off your ASIS, your anterior superior iliac spine, your hip bone, pivot, but don't rock the pelvis. Go higher as you get warmed up. I even use the other toes to help me frame on the floor. All right, they might be going higher now, like that looks good. 10. It involves hip flexor flexibility too. You can feel the front of the hip has to be flexible to allow the hamstring up. All right, now this one, flutter your legs. Don't worry about the upper body. Let's focus on the legs. Get your attention on the glutes. The pelvis is stable. The legs might do a bigger verticality. Both glutes should be firing. Okay, relax for a minute. Lift up the legs and tap them together, the feet. Some people are more pigeon-toed, some are more heel externally rotated. So just tap your feet together. Feel both glutes equally. Release all tension from the neck. All right, child pose. Press back, hips stretch out. Nice. 5. Okay. Now we go down to the belly and we do the full swan. So go up, hands push you up. Now lower and lift up your legs towards the sky while your head's down. Lower your legs, lift up your upper back, and lower. So now it's at your own breathing patterns pace. Legs torso. Ooh, now it feels a lot different than the very first one we did. More open, more range of motion available to us. And if you want to do the rocking swan when you're up, you can let go. Catch yourself once or do multiple. And then recover, rest. Good. I'm either going to have us do a ankle to thigh supine figure 4 or a pigeon. So please choose. If you would like to do a pigeon, you can put one leg way back. Good. And then you can exhale forward over that thigh, and hands can help you be comfortable. Get ready. Come up. Curl the toes. Let's switch it up. If you're lying down, you can just switch it up. Also add some ankle movements. Yeah, so you might be up for a moment. You might test the waters. You might exhale, forward fold. Neck soft. Get ready. Inhale. Come back up. And then out. Nice job. Grab a sip. Good job. It's everybody's favorite time. A few objective challenges. We're going to do a minute plank. So if you're up for it, do a minute. If you need to take a breather between, join when you can. But I'm going to be using the clock and not my Pilates count. Even though it's pretty close to an exact minute, I'm going to be very objective here. And we're going to get going in 3 more seconds. Get ready and go. It's a minute by the clock. Nice. Everyone looks good. You shouldn't feel any pain in your back when you're in the good place. Your head should feel like it's gently withdrawing. So everyone looks good. I'm just telling you what you want to feel. Scapula should feel broad on the back and wide. You shouldn't feel like your shirt's wrinkling in the upper back. You've already got a 30 seconds. You already got halfway there. Energize your legs. Belly pulls in. I like mantras. I feel good. I feel strong. I'm a machine. I'm a machine. Whatever it is, your story's more dominant. You tell yourself what you want. Feel good. Feel strong. Feel good. I feel strong. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. And the official minute. Forearms down is a sphinx. You can even push yourself up like Swan. Or child's pose. I want you to recover however you want. That was great. All right. 30-second form side plank. If you need to do something different, please do. You can even do the legless. I just like to offer us some type of objective every now and then. Get ready. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. It's like you're up against a wall. I love it. I feel good. I feel strong. What are your mantras? You'll have to tell me sometime. Find one that is you. When I'm biking, it's I'm a machine, I'm a machine. Just see what it is for you. 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, 30 seconds. Good job. So just shake out whatever you need to do. Get ready. Sip if you want. We're going to do a 30-second hold. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, and come up. It's like your back's against the wall. It's like the the person who takes pictures for the cover of a magazine's in town and you want to look good. Sun shining on that, but it's looks like 10 more seconds. Yep. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and recover. Nice job. Really good job. Grab a sip. We're going to do a little bit of our leg circles. On the first, so have your foam roller handy, just have it handy. On the first one, we're going to do traditional. The ball and socket joints, like the shoulder and the arm, the hip, like to have their range of motion move. So we want to put them through this to maintain. Good. It was an 80-year-old woman who just finished the Ironman. So I just say that so we have good stories about ourselves, about what we can do. And then there was a 100-year-old woman teaching yoga in France, and then another change of directions, 100-year-old woman teaching yoga in New York. So we got good stories to animate too. 8, 9. Now on this one, that's our last, so I'm just going to add a little point and flex. We know that ankle flexibility is good for back care, and we know it's good for balance, so I'm adding some circles, some toe spreads. I have in my correct toes, but still just spreading out the toes. Breathe in and lower that when you're ready. Let's change it so the other one. So we're still on the ground doing a more traditional leg circle. Draw a circle as much as your hamstring will tolerate. And then let's go the other way. We're going to take the leg up when you're done with that and do the pointing and the flexing. Do the ankle rolls. Do the toe spreads. And then grab your foam roller and place it underneath your sacrum. So this is with a prop now. I like each hand on either side so there's no chance it rolls away. Now we're on a reformer and you draw your legs down and you open them. So you can pretend you're doing feet and straps in the roller, in the reformer. As low as you go, as long as you can keep your ribs from flaring. Feel your abs. And then we're going to reverse the direction. Go out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more, and then we're going to do some scissors. All right, make sure you don't need, if you need to adjust your foam roller, do. One leg goes towards your nose and one leg goes towards the floor. And then switch and switch. So one leg's also getting a hamstring stretch and then one leg's getting a hip flexor stretch. Now we're going to do a pattern, which is good for the brain. So put your legs together and you're going to do scissor, scissor, and then finish the circle, helicopter. Scissor, scissor, circle. Scissor, scissor, circle. Scissor, scissor, circle. Inhale through the nose. Scissor, scissor, circle. One more time. Scissor, scissor, circle. All right, now both heels come together. Adjust anything you need. And this is also a Pilates reformer move. It's a frog. You're gonna push your heels towards each other so you create as much intention as you want with your inner thighs. If you go lower, like 45 degrees-ish, it's harder to keep the ribs down and you're gonna feel more ab, hip flexor maintaining that form. If you wanna go a little higher, that's okay. A little less ab, hip flexor. Good. Now make it a breaststroke. So open, bend the knees, hook the heels together, push out, open the legs, bend the knees, heels connect, push out, open. We know that patterns with exercise is better for the brain than even puzzles and coloring and all those other sedentary things because the brain's getting more blood flow. All right, go the other way while it's doing patterns of coordination and memorization. So you bend the knees, you open up the legs. Exercise creates neural grooves. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. And then we're gonna do up. Now go out, point, flex. So flex, point, flex. Now go wider if you can. Listen to your body. 4, 3, 2. While we're here, let's just do 5 bicycles that are humongous. I mean like a circus bicycle, a humongous bicycle. Stretch it out the other way, backwards. And then we're gonna take a lovely stretch. So I'm gonna adjust the foam roller so I don't have to worry about falling off. And then one leg's in my hands, one leg's pouring down. Imagine a sandbag is on your leg, pulling your leg down. 10, 2. And then take it the other way and feel one leg getting a hamstring and one leg getting a psoas stretch. Now the low back is decompressing this whole time. That's another reason I like all these. Toes back. You have to tell me what you think about these. Feel the exhales release all tension. The leg pours. If your legs on the floor is going out a little bit, that psoas is tight. If the knee insists on bending a lot, that quad is tight. That's okay. That's why we're doing this stuff, right? Go out wide. And then this is an inner thigh stretch. So I'm going to use my hands to assist. If you want to, you can as well. Hands assist. Yeah, nice. And my hope is that you have a tool nearby, either a Dynaband or a Pilates ring or a rope or towel, and you just do a little bit more with this one that we did earlier. Yeah, there you go, Betty. Sorry you had to get up, I should cue. Have every tool around because it's nice just to stay in that relaxed state. So I know I need the inner thigh one too, Cole. I'm gonna probably come back to that. 10. If you want to take that leg that's in the air across the midline, try that. Maybe you need it there. All right, you can try the other one. So one leg goes up, one leg goes down. That leg can go across the midline. And out to the side. Yep. Both legs can go over. Now you may have to move your foam roller down a little bit on that one, but that's a psoas opener, and that's going to help decompress the lumbar spine too. And when the lower back has less of a exaggerated curve, the upper back has less flexion that it feels like it has to make up for. So this, even though it's low back, it will help prevent that upper back roundedness. So try to relax here in the back, in the abs. Your abs have no tone here. Slowly bring that out. It should feel amazing. And we're going to do the upper back. So if you have a bit of a hard time getting your head to the ground, you can always get a yoga block underneath your head, or put your hands back there, or bend the knees. So the upper back is our focus. And then carefully, you can lift your head with your hands, help it out. You can take this foam roller vertical, which is another way to get the chest and the shoulders. And you may do a little inner thigh stretch here, so it's a bound angle supine. You can add a quad stretch if you would like, and if you need to get off your roller and do it without, you can. So you would pull your shin under, or you could be on your side, or if you're just so happy lying on that roller, just stay there. And the other, so a quad stretch, or if you're just happy there. And then last, roll off, and then just for about 10 counts, let the legs go up into Viparita Karidi. So this is a way to help those vessels. All right. And when you're ready, slowly come off of there, and then take a moment. Woo, have a seat and just sit up through your spine. Take a moment to feel your posture. We're setting our posture, our physical posture, up for the rest of the day, where you're lifted, your ears in line with your shoulder, your jawline's parallel to the floor, your head's retracted if it tends to be forward. And then your shoulders are open, relaxed down the back, setting up our mood, peaceful, calm, nothing messes with a vibration that we have. Our frequency is up. And then we'll just give appreciation for that mind, body, and spirit for the rest of the day. Thank you guys so much. It was so good to see everybody. So good to see everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Happy